Article 1. The history and cultural significance of the Parthenon. The Parthenon, an enduring symbol of ancient Greece, stands majestically on the Acropolis of Athens, epitomizing the artistic and architectural achievements of its time. Constructed between 447 and 432 BCE during the height of the Athenian Empire, the Parthenon was dedicated to the goddess Athena, whom the people of Athens considered their patroness. The temple reflects the political, cultural, and religious values of Athenian society and serves as a testament to the power and influence of the city-state in the classical world. Throughout its history, the Parthenon has undergone numerous transformations, reflecting the changing political and religious landscape of Greece. Initially a temple, it was converted into a Christian church in the 6th century CE and later transformed into a mosque during the Ottoman occupation. These adaptations illustrate the Parthenon's ability to transcend its original purpose, becoming a monument that encapsulates the diverse cultural narratives of the region. The Parthenon is not merely an architectural feat, but also a cultural symbol representing the ideals of democracy, philosophy, and the arts that flourished in Athens. They housed an enormous statue of Athena Parthenos crafted by the renowned sculptor Phidias. His statue, made of gold and ivory, was a representation of both divine majesty and Athenian pride. The Parthenon and its artwork served as a reminder of the city's cultural achievements and its commitment to the values of beauty, harmony, and proportion. The 17th century marked a significant period in the Parthenon's history when it was severely damaged during a conflict between the Venetians and the Ottomans. A Venetian bombardment in 1687 ignited a gunpowder explosion within the structure, leading to extensive destruction. Despite this, the Parthenon continued to serve as a symbol of resilience and cultural identity for the Greek people. In the 19th century, the Parthenon became a focal point of Greek nationalism, particularly during the War of Independence against Ottoman rule. The temple was embraced as a symbol of ancient glory and a source of inspiration for the modern Greek state. Various artistic and literary works from this period sought to evoke the spirit of ancient Greece, reinforcing the Parthenon's role as a cultural touchstone in the formation of national identity. Today, the Parthenon is recognized not only as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but also as a symbol of democracy and Western civilization. It attracts millions of visitors each year, serving as a reminder of the cultural heritage shared by humanity. The ongoing restoration efforts aim to preserve its architectural integrity while allowing future generations to appreciate its historical significance. The cultural legacy of the Parthenon extends beyond its architectural grandeur. It has inspired countless artists, writers, and thinkers throughout history, influencing various art movements, including neoclassicism and romanticism. The imagery of the Parthenon has become synonymous with ideals of beauty, democracy, and the pursuit of knowledge, embodying the aspirations of Western civilization. However, the Parthenon also raises questions about cultural heritage and preservation. The ongoing debate over the Elgin marbles, which were removed from the Parthenon and are currently housed in the British Museum, highlights issues of ownership and the ethical responsibilities of museums in preserving cultural artifacts. This discussion is vital in the context of globalization, as it emphasizes the need for dialogue about cultural patrimony and the shared heritage of humanity. In conclusion, the Parthenon stands as a monumental testament to the artistic, political, and cultural achievements of ancient Greece. Its rich history reflects the evolution of Athenian society and its enduring impact on contemporary culture as both a physical structure and a symbol of ideals. The Parthenon continues to inspire and provoke thought about the relationship between history, identity, and cultural significance in the modern world. Article 2. The impact of overfishing on global fish stocks. Overfishing has emerged as one of the most pressing environmental issues of our time, impacting not only marine ecosystems but also the livelihoods of millions of people worldwide. Defined as the practice of catching fish at a rate that surpasses the species' ability to reproduce, overfishing threatens the sustainability of global fish stocks. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, found nearly one-third of the world's assessed fish stocks are overfished, with many others being fished at their biological limits. This alarming trend raises significant concerns about the future of marine biodiversity and the human communities that depend on these resources. The consequences of overfishing extend beyond the depletion of individual fish species. Ecosystem degradation, caused by the removal of key species, disrupts the balance of marine environments. For instance, the decline of predator species, such as sharks and tuna, can lead to the unchecked proliferation of smaller fish populations. This imbalance not only affects the species composition of marine communities, but also reduces the overall resilience of ecosystems to environmental changes such as climate change and pollution. As a result, overfishing can create a cascade of ecological impacts, undermining the very foundations of marine biodiversity. The socio-economic implications of overfishing are equally profound. Many coastal communities rely on fishing as their primary source of income and food. Overfishing jeopardizes the livelihoods of these communities, leading to economic instability and food insecurity. For example, the collapse of fish stocks in regions like the North Atlantic has resulted in significant job losses and economic downturns for communities that depend on fishing. Moreover, as fish populations decline, competition for dwindling resources intensifies, leading to increased tensions among fishing communities and nations. This competition can escalate into conflict, further destabilizing already vulnerable regions. Efforts to combat overfishing have gained momentum in recent years, with various strategies being implemented at local, national, and international levels. One effective approach is the establishment of marine protected areas (MPAS), which restrict fishing activities in designated zones to allow fish populations to recover. Research indicates that MPAs can significantly increase fish biomass and biodiversity, creating spillover effects that benefit surrounding fisheries. Additionally, sustainable fishing practices, such as catch limits and gear restrictions, are being promoted to reduce the pressure on fish stocks. These strategies, if effectively implemented, could contribute to the long-term sustainability of marine resources. Despite these efforts, challenges remain in the fight against overfishing. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated EU fishing continues to pose a significant threat to fish stocks. EU fishing undermines management measures and conservation efforts, leading to further depletion of fish populations. Furthermore, the global nature of the fishing industry complicates enforcement efforts, as fish caught in one country may be processed and sold in another. Strengthening international cooperation and governance is crucial to addressing these challenges and ensuring that fishing activities are conducted sustainably. Public awareness and consumer behavior also play pivotal roles in mitigating overfishing. Increasing demand for seafood has driven overfishing, and as consumers become more informed about sustainable seafood choices, they can influence market dynamics. Initiatives such as eco-labeling and certification programs aim to guide consumers towards sustainably sourced fish, encouraging responsible fishing practices. By prioritizing sustainable seafood options, consumers can contribute to the recovery of fish stocks and the protection of marine ecosystems. In conclusion, overfishing poses a multifaceted threat to global fish stocks, ecosystems, and the socio-economic stability of communities dependent on fishing. While significant progress has been made in addressing this issue, ongoing efforts are essential to ensure the sustainability of marine resources for future generations. Effective management strategies, international cooperation, and consumer awareness are all critical components in the fight against overfishing. As the world grapples with the consequences of human activity on the ocean, it is imperative that collective action is taken to protect the delicate balance of marine life and preserve the livelihoods of those who rely on it. Article 3. The cultural significance of the Indonesian wayang kulit shadow puppets. Wayang kulit, a traditional form of shadow puppetry originating from Indonesia, holds a unique place in the cultural heritage of the region. This art form combines storytelling, music, and intricate puppetry to convey narratives that are deeply rooted in Indonesian folklore, Hindu mythology, and local traditions. The term wayang translates to shadow or theatre, while kulit means skin, referring to the materials used to create the puppets. Wayang kulit performances are not merely forms of entertainment, they play a crucial role in preserving cultural identity and fostering community cohesion. The origins of wayang kulit can be traced back to the early Hindu-Buddhist period in Indonesia, around the first millennium CE. Historical records suggest that the practice was influenced by Indian shadow puppetry, which traveled along trade routes to Southeast Asia. Over centuries, wayang kulit evolved, incorporating local narratives and cultural elements that resonated with Indonesian audiences. The puppets themselves, often crafted from buffalo hide, are elaborately decorated and represent various characters, each symbolizing different virtues and vices within the narratives presented. The performances are typically conducted during important cultural and religious ceremonies such as weddings, festivals, and rites of passage, and these events provide a platform for storytelling that reinforces communal ties and cultural values. A typical wayang kulit performance involves a dalang or puppeteer who manipulates the puppets while narrating the story. The dalang's role is multifaceted. They are not only performers, but also custodians of tradition, responsible for passing down knowledge of the art form to future generations. The narratives depicted in wayang kulit are often drawn from epic tales such as the Ramayana and Mahabharata. These stories are imbued with moral lessons and philosophical reflections, serving as a medium for cultural education. Through the characters and their actions, audiences are encouraged to reflect on their own lives, societal norms, and ethical dilemmas. The integration of contemporary issues into traditional narratives is a hallmark of modern wayang kulit performances, demonstrating the art form's adaptability and relevance in today's society. Music plays an essential role in enhancing the wayang kulit experience. Accompanied by a gamelan orchestra, the performance blends dialogue, sound effects, and musical interludes that bring the stories to life. The interplay between the visuals and auditory elements creates a rich, immersive experience for the audience. Moreover, the use of gamelan music, which consists of various percussive instruments, adds layers of meaning and emotion to the storytelling, reinforcing the cultural significance of the performance. The preservation of wayang kulit faces challenges in the contemporary world. Globalization, technological advancements, and changing entertainment preferences have led to a decline in traditional performances. However, efforts are being made to revitalize this art form through education, community engagement, and government support. Workshops, festivals, and collaborative projects aim to attract younger generations and instill an appreciation for their cultural heritage. These initiatives are vital in ensuring the sustainability of wayang kulit as a living tradition. The UNESCO recognition of wayang kulit as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity in 2003 marked a significant milestone for the art form. This designation has facilitated greater awareness and appreciation of wayang kulit both within Indonesia and internationally. The recognition underscores the importance of safeguarding intangible cultural heritage and promotes efforts to ensure that traditional practices continue to thrive amid modernization. In addition to its cultural significance, wayang kulit serves as a medium for social commentary. The stories often reflect societal issues, political realities, and ethical dilemmas faced by the community. The dalang, with their ability to improvise and adapt in narratives, can address contemporary themes, making the performances not only a form of entertainment but also a platform for dialogue and reflection. This dynamic nature of wayang kulit underscores its relevance in addressing the challenges of modern society. Like a cultural practice, wayang kulit encapsulates the richness of Indonesian heritage. It fosters a sense of identity and belonging among communities, reinforcing social values and shared histories. The art form acts as a bridge between generations, allowing older members of the community to share their knowledge and experiences with the youth. This intergenerational exchange is crucial in maintaining cultural continuity and promoting an understanding of the past within the context of the present. In conclusion, the cultural significance of wayang kulit extends beyond its aesthetic appeal. It embodies the values, beliefs, and histories of the Indonesian people, making it an essential aspect of their cultural identity. As efforts continue to promote and preserve this unique art form, wayang kulit remains a vital expression of Indonesia's rich cultural tapestry, inspiring future generations to appreciate and engage with their heritage. Article 4. The development and impact of plant-based diets. Over the past few decades, plant-based diets have gained substantial traction worldwide. Traditionally, these diets were often viewed as niche or alternative eating practices, largely associated with vegetarian or vegan lifestyles. However, recent shifts in dietary patterns, fueled by a combination of health consciousness, environmental concerns, and ethical considerations, have propelled plant-based diets into the mainstream. This article examines the development of plant-based diets, the underlying motivations for their adoption, and their broader societal and environmental impacts. Historically, plant-based diets have roots in various cultures and religions, with many civilizations incorporating significant plant-based elements into their cuisine. Ancient societies, such as those in India and China, often emphasized grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables as staple components of their diets. These diets were not solely based on health, but were also influenced by religious beliefs, agricultural practices, and local availability of food resources. In recent years, interest in these traditional practices has been rekindled, prompting individuals to explore the benefits of consuming more plant-based foods. One of the primary motivations for adopting a plant-based diet is health. Numerous studies indicate that diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds can reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Furthermore, plant-based diets are often low in calories and saturated fats, which can aid in weight management. As public awareness of the link between diet and health has grown, many individuals have turned to plant-based eating as a means of improving their overall well-being. Another significant factor contributing to the rise of plant-based diets is the growing concern over environmental sustainability. The production of animal-based foods is resource-intensive, requiring large amounts of land, water, and energy. In contrast, plant-based food production is generally more sustainable and has a low carbon footprint. Research shows that a shift toward plant-based diets could substantially reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help mitigate climate change. This environmental rationale has resonated with many consumers, particularly among younger generations who are more attuned to the urgent need for sustainable living. The ethical implications of food choices also play a critical role in the decision to adopt a plant-based diet. Animal welfare concerns, particularly regarding factory farming practices, have sparked ethical debates around the consumption of animal products. Many individuals who adopt plant-based diets do so out of a desire to align their eating habits with their values, advocating for more humane treatment of animals and supporting cruelty-free food production methods. This ethical consideration has become a compelling motivator for those seeking to make conscientious dietary choices. The growing popularity of plant-based diets has led to significant changes in the food industry. Grocery stores and restaurants are increasingly expanding their offerings to cater to this demand, with plant-based options becoming more readily available. Food manufacturers are also innovating, creating a plethora of plant-based substitutes for traditional animal products, including meat, dairy, and eggs. This expansion reflects not only changing consumer preferences, but also the recognition of the potential market for plant-based foods, which continues to grow rapidly. However, the rise of plant-based diets is not without challenges. Despite the increasing availability of plant-based options, many individuals still face barriers to adopting these diets, such as limited access to fresh produce, cultural dietary norms, and a lack of culinary knowledge. Additionally, some critics argue that certain plant-based substitutes can be highly processed and may not offer the same health benefits as whole foods. Therefore, while the trend towards plant-based eating is encouraging, it is essential to consider the complexities and nuances surrounding dietary choices. Moreover, the impact of plant-based diets extends beyond individual health and consumer choices. It has broader implications for food policy and agriculture. Governments and institutions are beginning to recognize the importance of promoting plant-based diets as part of public health initiatives and sustainability strategies. Educational programs that encourage plant-based eating can help foster a culture of health and environmental responsibility, guiding consumers toward more sustainable food practices. In conclusion, the development and impact of plant-based diets reflect a confluence of health, environmental, and ethical considerations. As individuals and communities increasingly embrace plant-based eating, the potential for positive change in public health and environmental sustainability becomes evident. While challenges remain, the ongoing evolution of plant-based diets presents an opportunity for a more conscious and sustainable approach to food consumption.